When we think of the earliest empires, we usually picture power built by force, societies ruled by god-kings who commanded massive standing armies and forced thousands into labor to build colossal tombs. We imagine imposing temples dominating the skyline, designed to project absolute authority and demand tribute from conquered lands. But in the 1920s, archaeologists excavating the ancient cities of Harappa and Mohenjo Daro found something completely different. Across hundreds of settlements, there were no opulent palaces, no grand monuments to rulers, and zero evidence of a standing military. Instead, they unearthed a triumph of urban planning. They found cities laid out on mathematically precise grids, built with standardized baked bricks, and featuring sophisticated underground drainage systems that wouldn't be seen again for centuries. So, if the Indus Valley Civilization didn't expand through warfare and they didn't rely on royal conquest, how did they grow to become one of the largest and most influential societies of the ancient world? They built their dominance on supply chains. By organizing a sophisticated architecture of mercantilism, they turned standard civic systems into an efficient economic engine. Every massive trade network starts with a surplus. The Indus Valley people harnessed the annual flooding of the Indus River, transforming the surrounding plains into a highly fertile agricultural zone. They mastered techniques like double cropping to maximize their harvests, and they achieved a major agricultural milestone. They were the very first civilization to cultivate and produce woven cotton. To manage this massive output, cities like Harappa and Mohenjo-Daro featured immense granaries. These structures acted as state treasuries, securely storing collected grain taxes to fuel the broader economy. That food security allowed the civilization to designate entire towns as specialized industrial hubs. Settlements like Lothal were organized explicitly for mass production. Artisans operated industrial-scale kilns, smelting bronze and crafting intricate gemstone beads specifically for the export market. To move those goods, they built an advanced logistics network. Lothal featured a massive brick dockyard connecting directly to the Gulf of Combat, opening up a maritime highway to the rest of the world. By linking agricultural reliability with specialized urban manufacturing, the Indus Valley created a reliable export engine for the ancient world. But shipping goods across oceans introduces a major problem. In a global barter system without a standardized currency, how do merchants separated by thousands of miles guarantee they aren't being cheated? The Indus Valley solved this with a uniform system of weights and measures, enforced across their civilization. These polished stones followed a precise base 16 mathematical progression that survived in India into modern times, where 16 annas made 1 rupee. To secure transactions, they developed steatite seals. These carved stones functioned like ancient barcodes, authenticating shipments. Merchants pressed these intricate animal carvings into wet clay tags attached to cargo. If the seal arrived unbroken, the buyer knew the shipment hadn't been tampered with. Together, these precise measurements and foolproof authentications created the ancient world's first reliable corporate brand. When international buyers saw an unbroken Indus seal, they instantly knew they were getting exactly what they traded for. This rigorous system supported a sprawling global network. They imported lapis lazuli from Afghanistan, gold from South India, and copper from Oman, all funded by their massive exports of grain and cotton. The evidence of this reach is carved directly into the histories of their neighbors. Mesopotamian scribes etched records into clay tablets, detailing their lucrative trade with a wealthy, distant land they called Meluha, their name for the Indus Valley. Ultimately, this vast mercantile empire didn't collapse because they were militarily weak. Scientific evidence shows that shifting climate patterns and the drying of vital rivers gradually eroded the agricultural foundation that kept the cities alive. The physical cities were slowly abandoned, and the population shifted eastward. But the core concepts they pioneered, meticulous civic planning, standardized manufacturing, and structured trade, became embedded in the cultural DNA of the subcontinent. The Indus Valley Civilization stands as evidence that a society can achieve vast geographic reach and long-term stability without a standing army. Their legacy shows that global influence can be built through the strength of commerce and cooperation.